Dear students, in this video we are going to discuss something about rate constant and rate law for a chemical reaction. In a previous video we will discuss about rate of chemical reaction. Rate of chemical reaction is the speed of any chemical reaction which is given by the rate of reaction. Rate law and rate constant is experimentally derived one. Rate law for any chemical reaction can be written as, suppose A gives B. This is for a general chemical reaction. You can write the rate law is equal to R is equal to K into concentration of A. With respect to A, we have to write like this. So rate law, which relates the rate of reaction, rate constant and concentration of the substance, which is related by the rate law. Here in this rate law, suppose you write A plus B gives product. For this reaction, rate is nothing but K into concentration of A and concentration of B. If all the concentration terms are unity, A is equal to concentration of A is equal to 1, concentration of B is equal to 1, then R is equal to K. Rate of the reaction is equal to rate constant of the reaction. So in a rate law expression, all the concentration terms becomes unity, then rate of the reaction is equal to rate constant. So this is the definition for rate constant also. Rate constant is nothing but a proportionality constant. When all the concentration terms becomes unity in a rate law, then rate of the reaction is rate constant. Then rate law for any chemical reaction is written like this for any stoichiometric coefficient. For example, Na gives product, you can write rate law for R is equal to K into concentration of A power N. Here R is nothing but rate of chemical reaction, K is nothing but rate constant of a chemical reaction. We know that A is nothing but the concentration term, N is nothing but order of a chemical reaction. And order of the chemical reaction is found from experimentally derived rate law. Order is not a theoretical concept, it is experimentally based. Suppose for any more number of reactant is involved, NaMb gives product. You can write rate law for this reaction. R is equal to K into concentration of A power N, concentration of B power M. Here N plus M is nothing but order of the reaction. So this is experimentally derived rate law expression. Experimentally derived rate law expression. Here the N plus M, that is sum, total, that is the sum of this N plus M. Sum of the concentration, that is order is nothing but sum of concentration, the term raised, the sum of the terms raised in the concentration terms, the sum of the concentration raised in the concentration terms in a experimentally derived rate law is nothing but order of the reaction. So order is nothing but sum of the powers in the concentration term raised in a experimentally derived rate law expression is known as order of the reaction. But molecularity is different. For example, Na plus Mb gives product. This is N plus M is equal to molecularity. This is balanced chemical reaction. Suppose I write the balanced chemical reaction, 3H2 plus N2 gives 2NH3. Here 3 plus 1 gives 4. Here the 4 is molecularity. But order may be equal to molecularity or may not be equal. This is balanced chemical reaction. So molecularity is nothing but the sum of the coefficients in the balanced chemical reaction. Sum of the coefficient, that is the stoichiometric coefficients in the balanced chemical reaction is nothing but molecularity. Whereas order is nothing but sum of the powers of the concentration terms raised in the experimentally derived rate law is nothing but order. Order may be 0 or fraction or integer, whatever it may be. It may be a 0 or it may be fraction or it may be an integer or it may be whole number, whatever it may be. But molecularity should be integer. It's not 0. There is no 0 observed for molecularity. Whereas in order it may be 0 or fraction or integer or whole number, whatever it may be. But here there is no no zero, no fractions, only the integer value. That's a whole number, 1, 2, 3, the whole number is there. So this is the difference between the order and the molecularity for any chemical reaction. Order and molecularity may be different or may not, may be equal or may not be equal for any chemical reaction, because order is experimentally found one, molecularity is the found from the stoichiometric coefficient, that is a balanced chemical reaction which is found from the balanced chemical reaction. Order is found from the experimentally derived rate law expression. Okay, that experimentally derived rate law, which is discussed about in later, that is a steady state approximation and rate determining steps involved. From that we can determine the rate law of chemical reaction. So that's only we simply said order is nothing but order is derived from the experimentally derived rate law expression, whereas molecularity is found in the balanced equations. Molecularity should not be 0, it should have value of 1, 2, 3 like that, but order may be 0 or fraction, or it may be a whole number. So this is the major difference between order and molecularity, and what we discussed in here, rate law, how to write a rate law for any chemical reaction. We can also write a rate law for any chemical reaction. Suppose we consider this ammonia formation, N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. We can write rate law is equal to R is equal to K into concentration of N2, concentration of H2 the whole cube. The order may be 4 or less. That is nothing but we can found only from the experimental data. So this is simply I just write how to write a rate law expression. So okay, suppose you just consider H2 plus I2 gives 2Hi. Here the rate law expression is equal to R into concentration K into concentration of H2 into concentration of I2. Suppose we consider PCl3 plus Cl2 gives PCl5. For this reaction you can write R is equal to K into concentration of PCl3 plus into concentration of Cl2. Suppose we consider that formation of NO2 or whatever it may be. So the formation of N2O4 we just consider N2O4 gives 2NO2. So R is nothing but K into concentration of NO to the whole square like that. So by this way you should know to how to write the rate law expression, because if you don't know to write the rate law expression, it is very difficult to do. You feel some suffer when you write when you derive the rate law expression or rate constant for a complex reaction. Some 3 or 4 steps reaction they will given. From the reaction given, there are 4 and 5 steps. We have to calculate rate of reaction, order of reaction, rate constant. We have to found. So for that particular component, we should know how to write the rate law for any chemical reaction. These all the rate law are with respect to reactant. So we can also write with respect to product also. Okay, so here the rate law and rate constant is discussed here, and there are some problems also associated with this rate law and rate constant problem. For example, consider this problem. The reaction is given 2N2O5 gives 4NO2 plus O2. This is the given reaction, but what they are given, the reaction follows first order. This is given in the problem. The reaction follows first order. The rate is given, rate constant is given. What is the concentration of N2O5 they are asking. So we know how to write the rate law. So from the chemical reaction, from the given chemical reaction, we can write the rate law expression. R is equal to K into concentration of N2O5 power 2. This is we write it, but it is wrong, because they are given it follows first order reaction. What is order? Which it is the order is nothing but the sum of the concentration term, the sum of the powers of the concentration term raised in the rate law expression. So they are given it is a first order reaction. So the power should be 1, not 2. Based on the chemical reaction, you can write to 2. This is theoretically okay, but they are given it follows first order reaction. So we have to put N2O5 power 1. So the data are given. We found the relation. We can easily calculate concentration of N2O5. So concentration of N2O5 is equal to R by K. What is R? R is nothing but here R, rate constant, which is given as K. So 1.02 divided by 1.2 into 10 power minus 4. Please check here, the power is minus 4. Here 3.4 into 10 power minus 5 per second. Consider 10 power minus 5. In some cases, they will not give the reaction follows first order. Then how to find the order of the reaction? From the unit of rate constant also you can find what is the order of the reaction. Here for a first order reaction, unit of rate constant is per second. So how to find the unit of rate constant? We will discuss in the later videos. Here first order reaction unit is per second. Suppose if it is not given the reaction follows first order means you have to find the order of the reaction from the rate constant is given. So for first order reaction the rate constant unit is per second. So first order. So here per second which is go to denominator from to numerator, it becomes second. So here if you cancel this equation we will get the answer 3. So the concentration of N2O5 is 3 in terms of mole per liter per second. So they will given. So here we can find the concentration of N2O5 based on this. Rate is nothing but mole per liter per second. So from this we can find rate is nothing but mole per decimeter cube per second. So you just substitute mole per decimeter cube per second will be cancelled. So your answer is 3 mole per decimeter cube because the concentration of mole per decimeter cube. So the concentration of N2O is equal to 3 mole per decimeter cube is found in the answer. So such a type of problems are possible in rate law expression. Okay, so from the rate law given, from the rate law they will give some values, numerical values like rate and rate constant. They will ask a concentration or concentration rate constant is given, they will ask rate, or rate and concentration given, they will ask a K value. So there is a 3 possibilities of question. R is equal to K into concentration time. So there is a 3 possibility. If they are asking R, there is a possible, there is a possibility 1. So we can write rate law expression problems. Rate law is equal to R is equal to K into concentration of A, whatever it may be. So what are the possible problems? And here N. They are asking R. R is equal to what? K is equal to what? What is concentration? And order also possible. Order also possible. So if they are R is asking, R is equal to K into concentration of A power N. So N may be 1 or 2, whatever it may be, they will given, or 0 also possible. Then K is equal to R divided by concentration of A power N. Then A is nothing but, or A power N is nothing but R divided by K. From N we can found from the unit also. Found from unit of K also. There is also possible. So these are all the possible problems from the rate law expression. So very simple concept, rate law, and lot of possible problems which is observed in the rate law expression. There are many questions asked in the CSA NET examination, NEET examination. We will discuss this following, what are the problems they are asked from this rate law in the later videos. Thank you.